A young Sam Brenner visited his best buddy Will Cooper's house by bicycle to inform him that the new arcade in town had opened. Brenner dominates nearly every game they play while they are there for the entire day, and Cooper does particularly well on the crane machine, where he gets a Chewbacca mask. Cooper gets a flyer for the Arcade Game World Championships after noticing how good Brenner is at playing video games and suggests that Brenner bring his talents to this event. The MC announces that a time capsule comprising components of the current culture will be launched into orbit during the occasion. Brenner and Cooper are introduced to Ludlow Lamonsoff, a strange but smart young man who has a crush on Lady Lisa. Brenner plays Donkey Kong against superstar gamer Eddie Plant after finishing each game. Brenner loses attention after Eddie describes the game's pattern, placing second. The adult Brenner now works for a business that installs software. The media routinely make fun of Cooper, the President of the United States, most recently for reading improperly in a kindergarten class and shouting at a little girl. A military base in Guam detects a dangerous signal. Aliens with designs inspired by the Galaga attack. The soldiers make an effort to fight back but are quickly defeated. The invaders abduct one soldier. Brenner commutes home to complete his work. When Maddie Van Patten, the mother, and Brenner first meet, Maddie informs Brenner that his mother is going through a divorce. Brenner hears Violet sobbing in the closet as he gets to work. By listening to her situation and offering her alcohol, he consoles her. He believes they are having a moment and attempts to kiss her but is rejected. Then Cooper calls to remind him to arrive at the White House soon. Brenner and Violet proceed to the White House together. She reveals herself to be a lieutenant colonel, which surprises him. Brenner enters the Oval Office with Cooper so that he can show him the Galaga aliens in attack. Later, when Brenner is driving home, he discovers Ludlow inside his van. Brenner is taken back to his house by Ludlow, who informs him that the aliens are sending monsters with vintage video game aesthetics to attack. Following their interpretation of the contents of the time capsule as a declaration of war, they are using video games as a challenge, giving the inhabitants of Earth 3 rounds to fight back before it's game over for everyone. Ludlow received a message using manipulated footage of 1980s icons like Ronald Reagan and Madonna to explain their plans. Cooper is shown the video, and they decide that the next attack will take place in India. Unsurprisingly, aliens attack the Taj Mahal and capture a man from India as a trophy. Admiral Porter protests when Brenner and Ludlow are brought in to train soldiers to fight back by teaching them how to play these games. Violet demonstrates to Brenner and Ludlow how intense laser beams destroy the pixels. When Cooper's assistant enters the bakery where he and his wife Jane are visiting, she informs him that the next attack will take place in London. All of them travel to London. The centipede creatures assault as the warriors prepare for battle. The men follow Brenner's advice to aim for the head and predict the pattern, but they are unsuccessful. Cooper gives Brenner and Ludlow the go-ahead, and they begin firing at the centipede. With the help of the Fantasy Island men, the aliens congratulate Earth on their triumph and present them with the Duck Hunt dog as a trophy. New York City will be the site of the upcoming attack, it has been discovered. Ludlow and Cooper agree that they need additional assistance and that they require a third party. Brenner, Cooper, and Violet visit a prison to locate Eddie, a severe criminal who was apprehended for adding fees to phone bills. In exchange for Brenner's assistance, he demands a meeting with Serena Williams and Martha Stewart as well as a private island for himself. The squad travels to New York only to learn that Pac-Man is the new boss. Violet gives the boys 4 Pac-Man-inspired cars, with the 4th being driven by Toru Iwatani, the creator of the game. Iwatani tries to win over Pac-Man by speaking to him like a parent as the crew arrives in downtown Manhattan where Pac-Man is devouring everything. Unfortunately, this results in pixelation and chomping of his hand. The 3 survivors pursue Pac-Man. He consumes a power pellet, which grants him 10 seconds to consume the ghosts, and as he leaps out of Ludlow's automobile, he devours it. Eddie swiftly catches up to him and hits the initial Pac-Man. Eddie also eliminates the second one. He drives into the sea as a result of the third. Near a parking garage, where Pac-Man discovers yet another power pellet, Brenner pursues him. Brenner reverses through a parking garage while counting down. Brenner finally has a chance to defeat Pac-Man when the power pellet runs off at the very last second, and they are awarded Q*Bert as a trophy. When Violet accepts Brenner's invitation to go on a date, she astounds him by showing up in a green dress. Serena Williams is brought by Eddie, and she only came because she was promised an island. The aliens deliver another message warning that the rules have been broken and that they will soon begin a full-scale attack. Marty notices that his sunglasses contain cheat codes that let him defeat Pac-Man and explain how he defeated Brenner in Donkey Kong. While Violet watches, Eddie runs away, and Maddie is captured by the aliens. The aliens were peaceful until they were threatened by the time capsule, according to Q*Bert, who informs the heroes. They understand that they must proceed to the ship to confront the aliens. Frogger and Defender are among the video games that the aliens rain down upon Washington, D.C. Cooper joins Brenner, Violet, and Q*Bert as they prepare, while Ludlow stays behind to continue the battle. To Ludlow's delight, one of the aliens assumes the appearance of Lady Lisa. She continues to oppose him, though, until he claims that all he wants is to love her. They kiss as she puts down her swords. Eddie apologizes for leaving the team before entering the fight. Donkey Kong is Brenner's biggest problem when he is brought aboard the ship along with Violet, Cooper, and Q*Bert. As the heroes attempt to rescue Maddie and the other two prisoners, the ape rolls barrels down. Brenner realizes he is the true DK champion after Maddie informs him that Eddie cheated all those years ago. Donkey Kong is killed when Brenner takes the hammer and breaks the barrels before throwing it at him. The remaining video games freeze as a result, and they are retrieved back to the ship. Unfortunately for Ludlow, Lady Lisa is among them. The group is hailed as heroes in front of the White House. Cooper declares that he has signed a peace agreement with the aliens. Eddie apologizes to Brenner for lying and declares himself the world's best. Before Q*Bert abruptly transforms into Lisa, Ludlow is missing her. Brenner and Violet start dating. After that, Serena texts Eddie to meet her in the bedroom with Martha Stewart, who has just finished making sandwiches. Eddie quickly departs in excitement. Iwatani's hand gets repaired as the aliens depart from Earth. Ludlow married Lisa a year later, and the two are now the delighted parents of 5 Q*Berts.